In the last session, we discussed trigonometric ratios. So, now we are going to discuss compound angles. What is meant by the compound angles? We know the angles, for example, say A, B, C. Now, can we define A plus B? Can we define B plus C? Can we define C plus A? And can we define A plus B plus C? Can we define A plus B minus C? Can we define A minus B minus C? Like this. So, that means indirectly we can say, can we define the algebraic sum of the two or more angles? Yes. So, we can define the algebraic sum of two or more angles. The algebraic sum of two or more angles is called compound angle, whereas A comma B are called each one constituent angles. So, now let us find out the trigonometric ratios of compound angles. So, first we have sine of A plus B. Generally, we have sine of A plus B means we suppose that sine A plus sine B. No, the sine of A plus B is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Here plus sine. Now, sine of A minus B is equal to sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Okay. Now, cos of A plus B. Cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now, cos of A minus B. The value of cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Similarly, can we define tan of A plus B? Yes, we can define tan of A plus B also. Tan of A plus B equals to tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. So, now tan of A minus B. Tan of A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. Now, cot of A plus B. What is cot of A plus B? Cot of A plus B is cot A cot B minus 1 by cot B plus cot A. Now, cot of A minus B. Cot of A minus B equal to cot A cot B plus 1 by cot B minus cot A. Okay. So, these are the basic formulae in compound angles. Now, so let us find out to find sine of A plus B into sine of A minus B. Using these two formulae. Let us find out. So, now sine of A plus B into sine of A minus B. So, this is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B into sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Okay. Now, what do you observe in the right hand side? Right hand side is in the form of A plus B into A minus B. So, what do you write? A square minus B square form. So, we can write this is sin square A cos square B minus cos square A sin square B. Now, let us change this cos square B in terms of sin, this cos square A in terms of sin. Let us write it. So, sin square A into 1 minus sin square B and minus this is 1 minus sin square A into sin square B. So, now what do we get? Let us see. This is sin square A minus sin square A sin square B and minus 1 plus, sorry, this is sin square B and plus sin square A sin square B. So, minus sin square A sin square B and plus sin square A sin square B will get cancelled. So, we have sin square A minus sin square B. Say equation 1 this is. Now, can we change in terms of cosine functions? Yes, why not? This sin square A we can write and sin square B we can write. This is 1 minus cos square A and minus of 1 minus cos square B. So, this is 1 minus cos square A and minus 1 plus cos square B. Now, plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. Now, what do we have? We have cos square B minus cos square A. This is second equation. Now, from 1 and 2 we can write sin of A plus B into sin of A minus B equals to sin square A minus sin square B or cos square B minus cos square A. This is the formulation. Now, to find cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B, let us find out. To find cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B. Okay, let us formulate it. Now, cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B. This is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B into what is cos of A minus B? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Now, this we can write cos square A cos square B minus sin square A sin square B. Okay. Let us change this cos square B in terms of sin square B in terms of cos. So, we can write cos square A into 1 minus sin square B minus sin square A into 1 minus cos square b. Let us check it. Now we get cos square a minus cos square a sin square b. So better in this case change the sin square a, not sin square b, change sin square a. Change sin square a. This is sin square b. 1 minus cos square a into sin square b. Now what do you get? You see, minus sin square b and plus cos square a sin square b. These two gets cancelled. We have cos square a minus sin square b. Say equation 1. Now change cos square a in terms of sin, sin square b in terms of cos.